Yeah, don't worry about this because this part is supposed to be behind it, but I don't know how this works. So she reached out to me and was at, everybody is networking and they want to know actually how to leverage that. If you're going to group to group to group and trying to leverage your business because you don't have time to go out there and be at every networking group that's here in the DFW area or wherever. So I'm going to give you some ideas and some tips on how I actually do it, and I think it could help you as well. So if you go to, I don't know if you can do it right now, but if you have any questions, just go to facebook.com/J1 page. Put your question in there so and I'll answer them at the end of the presentation. So a little bit about myself. Y'all just pay attention here. I am a professional basketball player. I've been playing pro ball for over 10 years now. I guess it's going on my 12th season. I've been all around the world. I've been on 5 of the 7 continents. So I've been playing basketball on all of those. So it's actually been a blessing to not just play the game of basketball, but actually see the world. I am a network marketer. I do affiliate marketing and online marketing as well, but I am a network marketer. That is my target. That's who I focus on. And I am a blogger. I love to blog, and I won't get into a little bit in this training, but blogging is something that if you're not doing it in your business, if you have some type of website, this training is going to help you, but you definitely should consider blogging because blogging is, the internet's not going anywhere. You need to start blogging, so I'll just leave it at that. So a few things of what you're going to learn today. You're going to learn about, finding events that work for you, what to do when you actually go to these networking events because there are some do's and some don'ts that you probably encountered, you've probably seen. So I'm going to share with you what you can actually do at these events, how to get or what to do to get better results from these events and these groups. Obviously, like I said, you're going to all these networking groups and, obviously we go to get more business. So I'm going to share with you how you can actually improve those results and, how to actually leverage it, using the internet. So you can use the internet to leverage your time because that's, what it's there for. So the perfect networking group, which is, obviously meetup.com. It's a free resource. There's a plethora of different events on there, but the thing is, you might be asking, which one do I attend? If you're in, network marketing or you're a cosmetologist, you're in real estate, you're in insurance, you're chiropractor, whatever, meetup.com is, perfect way you can actually just go in there. It's a free resource. Just search, maybe, if you're in a health and wellness, search fitness, you can find a group in there right for you. So it's very, very simple. Now, when you actually go in there, is somebody doing the same business? Here, obviously, there's it's a membership group, so there's probably one per, one insurance here, one real estate here. So if somebody's doing the same business, I'm actually going to share with you how you can, beat your competition if you're actually doing that. So, and I'll give you some ideas on that. But if somebody's doing the same business, you go into the meetup, you're wondering, somebody doing the same business as me, is somebody in the same real estate, should I go to this group? I'm gonna give you some ideas on how you can get out of that. And what type of customers are you looking for? Or business partners? What you look for when you go into these groups? If you go to, like I said, you go to meetup.com. You can go to if you're in the health and wellness, Health Ninja right here. You can go to some fitness groups. Cosmetology. You can go to some salon groups. I mean, they're out there on Meetup. If you're in insurance, you can go to, I don't know, old people groups. I don't know, whoever you're targeting. You know what I'm saying? Whoever you're targeting, but it's there definitely on Meetup. So, it's totally up to you. Yeah, if you can remember exactly.
What?
So after you've done picked the group, the actual group, the first thing you don't want to do is, don't go there as a salesperson. Everybody has seen that person who goes and they got a whole bunch of business cards, or they got a whole bunch of flyers, and they just start passing out to everyone. I've been to many groups. I've probably been to many groups. It just doesn't work. If you're passing out those flyers, business cards, like, please somebody call me. I need business. it just doesn't work. So that's not what you want to do when you go to these groups. What you want to do is, and I forgot who mentioned it, I think it was your marketing minute, is ask questions, you know. And when you go to these groups, ask questions, because if you're asking questions, you're going to see if they're even a good fit for your business or not. You know, you can actually pick your customers if you're asking questions. So that's, you know, very important to ask questions. You know, build relationships. You know, focus on building relationships. And you know, some of this stuff sounds simple, but I can tell you that and you know, everybody in here is a business, but I can tell you that, you know, people are not, you know, asking questions, or they're not building relationships. You know, because you're not going to do business with somebody you don't know, like, and trust. That's just, especially in my industry. I know it's in everybody else's industry. So if you don't know, like, and trust them, you're not going to get any business. So build those relationships and take notes. Taking notes is, you know, whether you go to a networking group or you go to, you know, an event. You know, if you go to an insurance event, take some notes. If you're going to these real estate events, take notes. If you're going to a fashion show, take notes. Wherever you're going to these groups, it's very, very important to take notes, because once you take notes, that's, you know, information that your client and your customer that may be searching for you, they're looking for. So if you take notes, it's very, you know, you will attract more business. I'm going to share with you why here in a minute. So how do you actually improve your results? So this is what I've done. I've done this for years. So instead of going out there and passing all those flyers out, like, I always come empty pocket. I never bring business cards. I never bring flyers or anything like that. What I do is I collect information. The reason why I collect information is because now I have your information and I can actually contact you instead of hoping that you're going to contact me. So, once I get the information, you got 24 hours, 48 hours to follow up with that person, with that conversation that you had. So, and the reason why, if you do it in this 24 to 48 hours, the reason why, if you want to really improve your results, nobody's doing this. Nobody within 24 to 48 hours, once you go to these meetings, once you pass out those business cards, 48 hours, you won't hear from that person again until maybe the next event. So nobody's doing this. Nobody is following up with, I say nobody, but 90% of these people who are going to these events, they're not following up with the people they got information from. So, follow up within 24 to 48 hours. And obviously, the first suggestion is call them. Call them. If you're not, you feel salesy on the phone, send them an email or, send them a Facebook message. But, my suggestion is call them and just, see if you can set something up where, you can, get some information about the business and actually, and then you can share your business. I never share my business during events. I share them when I speak with them after the event, because the focus is when you go to these events, you're trying to build relationships. That's kind of what you have to have in mind when you go to these events. You want to build your relationship first, and then after you build your relationship, then you can come back and then share your business. And, I know we have the marketing minute and all that stuff, or the marketing presentation, but, the focus is, if you want to build a relationship, share your business, the day when you follow up with them. So, how do you actually leverage all this? How do you leverage? I basically send you through the process. This is how I go through network group. Every group I go to, this is what I do. So I'm sharing with you what I do. And there's two things that you should do. When you think about the leveraging your effort, and this is how I think. So I always think of implementation and teaching. So when I go to this group, what can I implement in my business after that networking group, and what can I teach? You want to be able to, implement, if you learn something at these events, wherever it's, like I said, real estate, insurance, whatever, you want to, what can I implement? What can I, think? How is this going to help my business? How is it going to help my business move forward? So you want to implement it, and you want to go ahead and teach it, because you want to actually teach. There's a lot of people who go to these events. There's an ILT method, which I'll get to in a minute, which is invest, you learn and teach. So you invest your time and your money to learn, learn something. But everybody's missing the third part, which is teach. Nobody's out there teaching what they're learning. They just invest and they learn, and they wonder why they're not getting results, because they're not going to turn around and teaching it. So you want to be that separate your competition by turning around and actually teaching it. So how can you actually leverage that? Well, from the notes that you take, create a video. Create a video put it on Facebook, social media. Just say, hey, hey guys. I mean, I guess there's only a couple people that follow me on YouTube that I've seen here. I guess are the people that I invited. But every time I go to a event, I was like, hey guys, this is what I learned from it. I'm reading straight from my notes. Boom, boom, boom. I upload it to Facebook, and then it's out there, and then it's leveraged. So if somebody asks me a question, or I heard a question at the event, and somebody asked me, somebody else has that question. So I'm going to go ahead and upload it on YouTube or Facebook or wherever. And then if somebody else asks me that question, I'm just going to send them the video. I'm not going to spend all my time answering the question. I'm just going to send them the video. Like, here it is. Here's your problem solved right here. Here's your solution. And you leverage your time right there. So, if you really want to leverage, like I said, leverage your time, whatever notes that you take and whatever problems that people are having in your industry, make a video about it, upload it to Facebook, and then when another person has it, like, hey, this is, here's the answer right here. So you don't have to spend, 30, 40 minutes answering the question. So did y'all find value? Was it cool? Did it help you? Okay, awesome. Does anybody have any questions? I guess nobody wrote no questions because they got the food, so. Did you have any questions?
I'm learning.
Learning? Okay.
Yeah, I really like the stuff about those vlogs and stuff like that. So you're using that and leveraging that to push out for answers instead of just being like, hey, let me answer your question, hey, call me. You can actually leverage your time and
Yeah, absolutely. So,
what are some of the things that you've done videos on that you've learned at a networking? Like, give an example of something that you learned that you would do a video on.
So my industry, in the home-based business industry, I do a lot of videos on whether it's prospecting, recruiting, marketing, because a lot of people don't know how to market online. Sales tips, maybe how to close, how to prospect, how to invite. So there's different videos that I've created because those are problems that, in my industry, the network marketers, they don't know exactly how to do. So if they ask me those questions, I just send them the video because, I'm focusing on, proper producing activities. So I just like, hey, watch this video, and then I'll follow up with you after you watch the video. Does that help? Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of tools do you use when you're doing, like, say, the videos or anything along those lines for marketing? Not just the videos, but any tools that you use.
Tools as far as to make the video, or
yeah, sure.
Yeah, well, so I'll either use the camera on my computer,
Right.
or I use my phone. I just grab my phone and make a video using my phone. See, and that's a good question because a lot of people think that they need to have a $2,000 camera or all this production for them to actually make a video, and you don't really need that. All you need is just, because the thing is, if your idea's in your head, or you gotta just think like you're actually helping somebody. So if once you have that question that somebody is asking, and then you just create a video like, hey, I had this great question, grab your phone or grab your computer, like, hey, I just had this great question, how to invite somebody to a presentation. And this is how I invite. If you like this, give me an email, because a lot of people, they don't have capture pages yet or anything, but you have to have a call to action at the end of that video too. Like, hey, make sure if you dug this, if it helped you out, give me a call, email me, XYZ. So, cool. Anything else?
So if you see somebody at a networking event and they're really bad at it, do you ever just take them aside right then and there and kind of correct them? Or do you just kind of stay away from them, or?
It just, it depends on the energy. If it's somebody that could use it, then yeah, I'll you take my information. But if it's somebody who isn't receptive to learning, then no, I won't go down that path. So it just depends on the energy of the person I'm speaking with. So
are there limits to what you think you would stick out there on a video? When you have paying clients, right? And so you have maybe certain pieces of information that you might wanna say for the people that are actually paying for you, as opposed to just sticking it out there for everybody. Do you have, you know, how do you kind of weigh that?
Well, I guess I believe in abundance. So there's information that I don't know that I get from other mentors and people. So, and I put it out there.
Yeah, so be free to share it.
So
and,
yes.
And it's gonna kind of, karma, it's gonna come.
Absolutely, absolutely,
It
yeah.
just goes both ways.
Yeah, there's no like I don't put limits on anything. I just if with it I'll give suggestions, but I don't put limits on anything. So cool. And yes.
What's kind of etiquette for just truly not, because I've been to a lot of networking, just open networking things, and some people come on pretty aggressively, like meeting, like doing one-on-ones, like just right off the bat, like you're just genuinely not interested, and you don't want to give them a false feeling of you are interested, and I don't know, is there just, what kind of, you have a professional line that you use, or how can I better
Well,
turn it down?
there's two ways. You can create a video about it and actually share hey, I went into this networking event and this is because then what will happen is if somebody's actually watching that video, then they're like, oh, I don't want to be that person. But and then two is and then two is it just like I said, it depends on the energy. I mean, and you can, I'll just walk away, or and not in a rude way, but I just I'm just dismiss myself because I don't if I'm not interested in the business, I'm not interested. Then
What do
just
you
walk away.
say though? Like, do you want to do a
Say no.
one-on-one?
Just-
Like,
If
do
you
you
wanna-
say no, thank you, or? Because I'm like, yeah.
Well,
No,
well, I mean, I want
They're
to.
so sweet, and I don't, but then I don't want to waste their time, and I don't want them to think that it's.
Well, I would just simply say, it's something I'm not really interested in, or maybe I can find somebody else who wants to do one-on-one. Because kind of what she was saying about the karma, maybe somebody else can help them.
Yeah.
If you're not interested, or if they got putting that pressure on you, then I would create a video about it. Probably the next day. I would definitely maybe there's somebody I can introduce you to, because I don't think I'm a 50 minutes. So, anything else? Other questions?
Who'd you play ball for?
Where in overseas or?
Who do you play for now?
Well, I just got back from the Philippines. That picture that you seen, that was me in the Philippines over there. So
Cool.
So about Pacquiao,
yeah, that was pretty cool. But I got to go to his house and play chess with him, so it was pretty cool. Yeah, Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, I challenged him, but he said he was waiting for Mayweather. Messing around.
Let's say you meet someone at one of these networking events that you feel could be a really good center of influence, or you may be able to help, but you don't want to feel real salesy about calling them because you don't want to sell them anything, but maybe you just want to say, hey, listen, maybe I can introduce you to some people, or do you just kind of refer that to LinkedIn?
So if it's somebody of influence and you are trying to, I would just focus on building the relationship, because you never know where that's going to go.
Sure.
If you focus on, instead of having the sales, I want to close this person, focus on building the relationship first, and then later on you will get more business. But if you're going there and just try to, hey, buy my stuff, this is what you need to buy, then then that's going to be like, well, you're not going to get the call, they're not going to pick up the phone. So I would just focus on building a relationship with that person of influence.
All right, well, thank you, Jay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
And then here's my website if you want to learn more about some leveraging your business on the internet. It's simplesecretsolutions.com.